Hey everybody, Pete Werner here with DCL Fan, your source for Disney Cruise news and reviews, coming to you from the Disney Dream, actually coming to you from Palo for brunch on board the Disney Dream. And I am joined by some very, very special guests you don't often get to see on some of these blogs. That includes Mary Jo Willey. Those of you who followed our Disneyland content will know who she is. Teresa Echols from Dreams Unlimited Travel. Those of you who watch the Diz Unplugged will certainly know who she is. And from our Spanish language site, cdisney.com, we have Federico Argar, we have Melisa Gil, and we have Jimmy Valdes. And if you watched my blog from a few months ago on Palo, you know I did not have a very good experience. So I'm really holding out hope that this will be better. But we'll find out, and we'll find out from multiple voices, not just mine. Okay, so we have finished round one of brunch. And I can say that this was outstanding. This wasn't good. This was fantastic. I'll at least speak for myself, but I think you're going to find everybody else at the table is going to say the same thing. First up, I had pancakes. It really says something about pancakes when they don't need syrup or butter. They're that good. They do have, they had a little bit of orange zest on the top, which was actually a really nice addition. But these pancakes, arguably the best I've ever had. They were that good. And then follow that up with the flatbread pizza, which was a goat cheese. There was a goat cheese and sun-dried tomato, as well as a margarita pizza, both of which were really just perfectly cooked and very flavorful. Really, really tasty. And keep in mind, this is a $45 upcharge. There is no a la carte menu for brunch. It used to be $40. Before the pandemic, it's now $45. This is how Palo should handle raising prices. Not the nonsense with part prefix, part a la carte menu at dinner, but that's another thing. Then came my Eggs Benedict. And again, the egg perfectly poached. The hollandaise sauce was superb. It was so balanced. You know, you don't get that vinegary pull that sometimes you'll get if the hollandaise isn't made correctly. Really, really good. Smooth. Just delicious. Just delicious. So I am glad to know that Palo can still cook a good meal. And we'll see what the next round brings. But let's turn it over to Lady Godiva. Teresa.
Hello. I too had the Eggs Benedict, and I need about 6 more of them because it was awesome. It was light. There was nothing heavy about it. The sauce was perfect. The egg was perfectly cooked. They asked us how we wanted the egg, if we wanted it over easy, soft, or a hard boil, which I think is a good, they give you that option, which normally you don't get that option because to me it's always a runny egg and it should be runny. The sun-dried tomato and the goat cheese pizza was, the flatbread was amazing. I love that. I could have eaten that by myself, but Mary Jo had some of it, so I couldn't have it all. I also I tried the pancakes. They were good. It was kind of odd eating them after I had the antipasto, with the meats and the cheeses, so that was a little bit different. But I did enjoy that. I've got a Bloody Mary coming here in a minute, which I'm going to try. It looks really good. And what else do we have?
You had a mimosa.
Oh, I had a mimosa too. That was good. I finished that off. So yeah, it's the food is as good as I remember it. So far, everything's just been amazing, and the service has been just top notch, spot on. Right? I couldn't. I just want to sit here all day and have them keep bringing me food.
I don't know if the food just tastes better because of the company that we're sharing the meal with, but I really think it's just Palo itself. They started us off with our choice of a type of a bubbly, and we could either choose mimosa, like what Teresa had, champagne, or for those of us that don't drink that much, we could choose the Martinelli, which was sparkling cider. So that's what I had, and it was delicious. And so for my first part of this course, I had the antipasta. That we had a choice of either seafood or the Italian cut with the cheese, and so that's what I chose, which was prosciutto. We had 3 different types of meats. We had some different cheeses. We had Parmesan cheese, and we also had I think it was a goat cheese with some truffles in it that was really good. And then on the side, we also had green and black olives and this little pepper with roasted garlic. And that plate was really delicious. Since they also brought us different breads, different types of breads, we could use any of those breads with the antipasta salad that we had. And then I also partook of the 2 pizzas. They have a variety of pizzas or calzones, and we all wanted to try the pizza. And we had margarita and the goat cheese and the roasted sun-dried tomatoes. For me, the margarita was delicious. I really enjoyed that pizza, and I could have had that by itself. But the food is so good, I didn't just want to stop there. And then the last thing that I got was the celery soup. And so the celery soup, it has a consistency of pea soup. And if that's what you're expecting as far as flavor, it's a little bit lighter than the pea soup. So if you just want something warm and light, I think it's good. It had a couple of pieces of chorizo, and had some croutons in it that you could have with it. That was okay for me out of the whole of, I also ate some of the pancakes that Pete had ordered that he shared with us, and those were outstanding. So I think of everything that I ate, if I was only able to choose one, I would choose either the margarita pizza or the pancakes, I think. But everything was just really, really good.
Hi, here's Jimmy from Sea Disney, and in my case, I started with the Prosecco, and it's not a typical way for me to start breakfast. Well, this is brunch, so I had the Prosecco with a coffee. I don't know if it goes together or not, but the Prosecco was great. And then I asked for the 3 cheeses omelette that had mozzarella, parmigiano, and cheddar, and it was great. It came with a little bit of pico de gallo, so it was really tasty. It was really well cooked. And what can I say? Well, the cheeses were great too. So, and they gave me a selection of specialty salts that really enhanced the flavors. On the other hand, I also tried the flatbreads. My favorite was the margarita, but we also had another one with dried tomatoes, and it's goat cheese, I think. It was both were really great, but margarita was my favorite. And did I try anything else? Yeah, Pete gave me a little piece of his pancakes, and they were great. They were really, really good. Very fluffy. I had one yesterday in Enchanted Garden, and it was great too. It was a PB&J, and Pete kept telling me like that's a baby's plate, a baby's dish. But what can I say? It was delicious, and it came with a Mickey shaped plate. So I always say that Mickey shaped food is always better, you know. But yeah, this is a great start here in Palo, and I hope that my next dish is as good as the appetizers here.
Hi, it's Federico from Sea Disney. So I had the antipasti selection, the seafood. I've been eating seafood all week, so I'm gonna make some comparisons. This plate had the Alaska king crab legs, which was really good, fresh, well seasoned, I liked it. Then it had the Johann crab claws, which I think it was the same quality and taste as the one you can get in Cabanas, but they were good. Then it had lemon marinated shrimp, which was delicious. I had shrimp yesterday at Animator Palette, and it was not well cooked. It was too overcooked, and this was perfect. Fresh. You can taste lemon, but it wasn't too much. I loved it. And then you have mussels, which probably the best mussels I ever had. You can really taste how fresh they were. They were very good. There's also tuna on the plate, which was a bit spicy, but it was well done, well cooked, and fresh. And also an saffron alioli, which was one of the best alioli that I ever have. And I'm drinking a Bloody Mary that came with rosemary, olives, and something that I thought it was like eggplant chip, something like that. Cucumber. Okay, cucumber. Delicious. I think it's one of the best Bloody Marys that I ever had. It's really good. A lot of flavors. The tomato juice is fresh, and you can tell. I loved it. This is one of the best things that I had in this cruise. So far, I'm loving it.
Hi everyone, I'm Meli. I'm part of Disney channel. And first of all, I want to apologize because my English is very bad. And I hope you understand my review. Well, I ordered the Italian antipasti, which brings, it's okay, which brings prosciutto, coppa, bresaola, and parmesan and cacciota al tortufo. Well, I love that plate because I'm very fan of cheese. I'm like a mouse. And was so delicious. Then I asked for a soup, was the tomato and basil soup. Well, I don't like it very much because the flavor was so strong in my mouth. Was like it. I was eating a pasta without a pasta, you know, like yeah, like a salsa. So was not like a soup, was like a salsa. But well, I asked for Martinelli was so great. Was without alcohol. It's like a sidra. In my country we call sidra cider. And was really good. Well, that's all. I hope you understand me. And see you.
All right, I had the rollatini as my main, and it was lightly breaded eggplant with prosciutto, little ricotta, smoked mozzarella, all rolled up and baked. And I've had this before in other restaurants, but this one tops them all. This is the one I will gauge all in the future. It was perfect, right? There was nothing. I could find no fault with it. It was sometimes you get them when they're too much sauce or they're too fried, but this was absolutely perfect. So that's what I had as my entree, and I enjoyed it. I did try a little bit of Mary Jo's ravioli, which was good too, but I made the better choice. So that's all I had. Good.
For my main entree, I chose the artichoke ravioli, and I liked it a lot. The food, it was really good. It came with 4 raviolis with morel mushrooms, Meyer lemon, which was really good, shaved pecorino romano, and broccolini pesto on it. If you want something a little bit lighter, I think this was a really good entree because it wasn't very filling, but yet it was enough food for me. I did taste Teresa's, and I thought it was good, but it was a lot of food for me. She liked hers better, but I really did like the ravioli, the artichoke ravioli, and I think it would be hard to find something that you didn't like. Some of the entrees outshone the others, but they're all good. And I would say, yeah, that's all I'm going to say right now. It was just delicious.
Well, in my case, I asked for the steak, and it was really tender. The potatoes added a lot of flavor to the plate too. It came with onions and with green beans. It wasn't a big plate, it wasn't a big dish, but the thing here is that you have so much to eat. You have the appetizers, you have the entrees, you have the desserts, which I couldn't make it to. I couldn't have the desserts. They look great. The presentation is wow. I think I never seen something this beautiful on a plate. So bravo to the chefs. They really do a great job here. Pete asked for the chef to congratulate him, and I think that was needed because it really is an excellent experience. Not only the food, like Mary Jo was saying, also the whole experience. You know, the service is top notch. It's amazing. Yeah, I really had a great experience here. Really great company. Well, like Mary Jo was telling you, we've been sitting here for 4 hours. I can't believe it, really. I can't believe we've been here for 4 hours. But that speaks about what a good time we're having together. So, yeah, it's been a wonderful trip. It's been a wonderful experience. We have one more night here. And, yeah, I just want to tell you that I really enjoyed this meal.
For my entree, I had the parm chicken, which was just okay. It was very average in my opinion. It was well done. It was juicy. This tomato sauce was good, and it had a risotto on the bottom. It was creamy. I mean, everything was good about my dish, but it wasn't something that I would expect from a signature restaurant. And I was thinking that maybe it was my fault because I made a bad choice, but I also think that the restaurant should have a standard quality in all the things that they have on the menu. And I tried Pete's plate, and it was very different in terms of quality. It was much better. So I guess I wasn't lucky with my choice, but I mean, I ate it all. I was happy. It tastes good, but it's not signature level standard in my opinion. But the overall meal, I loved it. It was great experience. The service was excellent. The view and the restaurant is beautiful, and it's just a great way to have extra value in quality than the one you already have included in your cruise. So I really appreciate that we have this opportunity here in Disney Cruise Line.
Well, I ordered for my entree the eggplants, and was so delicious. I love eggplants very much. It's one of my favorite plates, and this one was filled. It's okay. I have my teachers here. And was filled with mozzarella, smoked mozzarella, ricotta, and prosciutto. And also had like a Toscana sauce. It's like tomato sauce, and was very good. I really enjoy my plate, and hope you ask and enjoy too. Bye.
So after our meal, our server gave us a bunch of different desserts to taste, and so some of us tasted them because There were so many items to eat. None of us could do real justice to the desserts, but I'm going to tell you what they gave us. They gave us a limoncello almond tort with citrus salad, cataifa pastry, and clotted cream. To me, that was my favorite. It tasted a little bit, it reminded me of marzipan. The texture of the cake itself and with the cream and everything. It was really, really good. They also gave us traditional tiramisu with coffee soil. That was also really good. I would only order it if you like coffee, but it was like a real soft custard maybe inside a chocolate shell with some coffee dust, and it came with a raspberry. The presentation of everything was beautiful, but the plate itself looked really, really good. They also gave us a vanilla berry panna cotta served with strawberry basil sorbet. I didn't get to taste it because Pete, after his first taste, he kind of went like this for the plate and he ate the rest of it. And so I can probably attest on his behalf that that was delicious and he ate it. All of the dessert was exquisite, and before we do go to a close, I just want to say that when you come to Palo, you come for the experience. It's not just a meal. We came here at 10:30 and it's almost 2 o'clock. So when you come, do not think you're going to come and rush through your food. You're really going to come, enjoy the company that you're with. I think it's really important to do that, because I think that just enhanced everything that we had. And take advantage of sharing items if you can, because everything was really delicious.
Okay, so I will say that this experience at Palo far exceeded my last one. I would say Palo Brunch is Palo redeemed. The chef in charge of the meal tonight is Chef Sagar, like Sagaret, I guess. I don't know. But this was not Chef Asabuco, okay, from my last sailing. It's a different chef, and boy, does it show. The veal saltimbocca that I had, without a doubt, the best veal I've ever tasted. It was superb. In fact, everything I had here today was superb, from the pancakes to the eggs Benedict to the pizza to the veal saltimbocca to the few tastes of dessert that I had. A lot of attention to detail went into this meal, and it reminded me of how Palo Brunch used to be. Now, the experience itself is a little different, but I don't know that that's a bad thing in this case. I don't know. There's no buffet, but there is no shortage of food. $45 a person for the meal that we just had is ridiculous. Ridiculous. This is what being on a Disney cruise should be. And we'll be back tonight for another stab at the Asabuco, and we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But as far as brunch is concerned, absolutely fantastic. If you find yourself on the Dream, I highly recommend making it a priority to try Palo Brunch. Worth every penny. The experience was fantastic. And that is going to do it for our look at Palo Brunch on board the Disney Dream. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you again next time with another vlog from your friends at DCLFan.com.